Fashion media is obsessed with French girls. Literally, you can Google the term French girl in a headline, and you could find out how to dress like a French girl, how to buy skincare products like a French girl, and even how to use Le Tinder. But fashion's obsession with this theoretical woman actually goes way back before the internet. When Vogue published its first issue in 1892, it was originally marketed as a magazine for wealthy New Yorkers, but its pages were constantly devoted to what was happening in Europe, specifically Paris. Vogue readers in March of 1893 could find out now that French women proudly smoke cigarettes in public, or that Parisian frou-frou dresses are about to come back, or that bangs are out because French people said so. That's because Paris had long been considered the fashion capital of the world. It was where the major designers worked and where trends were born. By 1907, Vogue featured explainers for American women on topics like how to wear French hats, and in 1910, it published an article that looked like it could have been from yesterday. It was called How French Women Make and Preserve Beauty. Even the first line sounds exactly like our modern stereotype of the mysterious and almost magical French woman. Over the 20th century, there was a rotating cast of women who fit this mold of the effortless French girl. There was Coco Chanel, who invented the idea of the tanned French woman in a little black dress. There were Godard film muses like Anna Karina, sex symbols like Brigitte Bardot, and rock stars like Marianne Faithfull. So by the time the internet came along, when someone referred to the French girl, we already kind of had a frame of reference. She's cool but doesn't really care, she doesn't really wear makeup because her skin is already perfect, and she can eat whatever she wants and never gets fat. That's also maybe because of smoking. But the genius is that French girl can be a stand-in for anything you want it to be. It doesn't matter what she does or looks like, it's about being beautiful without having to try. Which sounds great, obviously, but is rooted in sexism. It's this idea that women should be attractive at all costs, but without ever showing how hard she worked to get that way. So it's no wonder that in 2004, when Mireille Giuliano published a book devoted entirely to this paradox called French Women Don't Get Fat, it went on to sell more than 3 million copies and reach #1 on the New York Times bestseller list. And since then, the internet has figured out how to do everything else like a French girl too, which adds a totally new layer to the French girl paradox. If you have to try to be a French girl, can you ever really be a French girl? I wonder if Camus had anything to say about this.